If you were here for the previous episode, you would know how to do your homework. Not by any lessons that Gintama has actually taught you, but by seeing the bad examples on display and steering clear. But also, let's not forget the indomitable spirit that the princess holds, being able to continue her game and realise... I'm not sure what was realised, but at least there was watermelon. Starting off strong, being kicked out through a doorway. How long have they been with him now? They still expect to be paid? I mean, is he expected to keep 24-hour surveillance? We've seen what it's done to his mental state already. Poor boy. And who is Yamazaki truly afraid of? Criminals or his vice commander? Seriously? Being blocked in the street, right? Oh no, I'll go this way. No, wait, okay, you go the other way. And that's how we get our latest Isekai story. Reincarnated as mayonnaise. I'd be both surprised and not really that shocked if that already exists. So what, is now we're going to have them going through recovery together? I mean, Kintoki and Toshiro have been thrust together in several situations. They get along splendidly. Did he always have a lollipop there? Can't remember if I'm only just picking up on it or if it's changed. I'd almost forgotten about that boy. I mean, after being hit by a truck and there's nothing wrong? What's going to be the reveal? I thought there was going to be, like, I don't know, conjoined, but they have different... Huh. Definitely on their end. You know, it could be solved if they carried photographic ID. I mean, are their characters really that different to begin with? Oh no. I mean, would his taste buds change? Hey, watch out. cat food, dog food. And, don't bother looking up to see who you're serving. Which would you be more horrified with? You're inhabiting their body? Or they're in yours? I mean, we can't know what Gintoki does. I don't want him anywhere near my stuff. Good point. But also, would Toshitoki be under the grips of nicotine withdrawal, considering Gintoki's body doesn't smoke? Is there a law against body snatching like this? You are hurting your own body, though, even if it does feel good for the power dynamic. Oh. They're actually just swapping lives for the time being. We're getting a vision of the soul. Despite all the battles they've been through, all it takes is a heavy goods vehicle. And that's how it happened. Highly detailed anus of a cat. So now not only are they doing a Freaky Friday type thing, they've also got to look out for some intestinal troubles of a soul. I mean, would you want to risk it, though? He's getting ready to do a flip. We didn't even get to judge his acrobatics there. I mean, stranger things have happened in the world of Gintama. Maybe they can both help each other clean up their acts. One of them is going to have a much easier life. How do you... wages? What wages? I mean, he's playing the role here quite well. The fact he pulled out a cigarette as well just to emphasize it. Yeah, but now he's going to face something with the Shinsengumi. Or rebels. Ah. Could have been a trespassing, yeah. You're not your usual self. Who's going to survive, really? And they're both going to have such a deeper understanding of each other once this is over. Whether they want to or not. Oh no. I have to get... You know, why oversleep and be late when you can just go to the meeting and sleep? It's quiet. Too quiet. I think him being awake is nice PJs. Sleepy time. Even Sadaharu is being disciplined there. Does he have that kind of power? I mean, it's the early morning. There can't be... You can't be required to go along with their let's be each other plan. What's he doing? Try to waken those muscles. I think a dead-eyed Hishikata is going to be fun to watch. Not sure on his gait, though. It's finally caught up with him. You could need an intervention. Even the way he wears his jacket is sure to be, a rise. Suspicious. Let's not be reminded of the kinesthetic episodes with Kagura. You know... Oh shit. You know what it is, right? Repeat it for me to make sure you're actually listening. One way out of it, I guess. Just change it up. Anyone that disagrees. I don't think there's going to be very many people left by the end of the day. It's their fault for not keeping up on the latest codes. At least the punishments have stayed the same. Caught yourself just before the end. You know, that was where I would go with it originally. You should know by now. Oh god. You know, maybe keep your plans to yourself and don't tell the men that you're just going back to bed. Hang on, anyone who doesn't pay salaries, there's only one of them here that should be in charge of that. That rule seems a bit harsh. Is it backdated as... Where did he come into all of this money? Something's wrong. Paying the rent, maybe. Paying the salaries, maybe, but the rent? Call the police. We have a national emergency. One of the 7 seals has been broken here. I mean, if he actually manages to turn around the odd jobs thing and bring in some money, it's going to be a job well done, but is he going to have the heart? I do hope this is another Tama story where she gets involved. She seems to be the only character who can actually see through all of this nonsense. Excuse me? Have they gone really over... Part of the, Public Morals Committee now. But what about Sadaharu? Is he gonna just let it go? I actually feel like one of them might be slightly better. No telling which one it is, though. Well, you're on his side. Yeah, this seems unlikely. This is a standoff that nobody wanted. Luckily, though, a joint travesty like that... Oh, they're still not in the original. I mean, it's Dharma. You just need to install the latest firmware. Kind of like his hair like that. Was carrying a new experimental weapon. Close. And yet was just in a nondescript truck on Earth. That's quite the malfunction. I'm not sure it's quite ready for commercial use. Reminds me of the... what was it? Teleporters from Bill's house. Yeah, original Pokemon games. You know, instead of just putting it all together yourself. Making food is... well, actually, there is a few characters which could quite use this. Basically the same thing. I'm sure that worked a lot better in Japanese. For fuck's sake. I mean, we knew that it was going to be stupid. But I don't know how I feel about them trying to actually rationalize how the souls and egos got swapped. Are they going to need to have a pressure cooker and a instant noodle to switch them back? But you know you've got some issues when merely just paying your workers and your rent is grounds for like a Mayan end of the universe event. Just how many of the characters we're seeing in these little end scenes that have actually perished? I see this going extremely well. And time for Ikasa to appear. It's going to be a good one. You know, if two people were going to switch bodies, these two are probably one of the ones which could kind of get away with it. At least in some respects. Their honour and morals are relatively similar. Just the way they go about business is, well, as you saw, vastly different. But I don't think I can ever get tired of seeing the arbiter of logic. Just Tama turning up. You know, looks like you need help. No one else can see for what this situation is. If I actually had to swap bodies with anyone, it'd probably be an upgrade. Although if it does require a head-on collision with a truck in order to get it working, I think they need to refine the operation slightly. And with the Shinsengumi really quite rapidly just throwing away all of their codes and statuettes and, well, becoming what they seek to stamp out. It might take more than just an afternoon to get them back in order. But with their new approach, I don't think any more damage is going to be done to the surrounding city, well, more than usual. If you enjoyed this episode of Gintama, you better let me know down below. Leaving a like on the video helps me gauge just how much more I need to watch. It also really helps out the channel. If you want to make sure not to miss out future ones, consider subscribing. But for now, as long as I don't get served someone else's meal, I think I'm going to be okay. There's a lot more episodes to watch, that could easily change. I hope to see you there. Should my personality be swapped out by someone else? Would anyone really know? Or, more importantly, would anyone be too sad about it? Well, whether or not I'm myself by tomorrow, as long as you all get some more anime, I'm sure everyone will be mostly happy. So, I need to thank Electricand, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Shiwan, Mecha, Matt, Stinsfire, Girly, Saltytron, Cardboard, Dark Shadow 7899, Croyville, and everyone else. Because just knowing that you want to help this version of me, I am deeply grateful.